We imagine space travel as a peaceful glide through the stars, but for the human body, it is a biological nightmare. The moment you leave Earth, your body realizes it is in the wrong environment and begins to dismantle itself. Did you know that astronauts return from space with rounder hearts, thinner bones, and permanently altered DNA? Space doesn't just change your location, it changes your definition of human. Today, we're looking at the medical reality of what happens when you take an organism designed for gravity and put it in a void. For 3 billion years, life on Earth has evolved under one constant rule: gravity. Every system in your body, from the pump of your heart to the density of your bones, is calibrated to fight against the downward pull of the planet. But when you enter orbit, that war ends instantly. You might feel weightless, but your body enters a state of panic. It thinks it is dying, or at the very least, that it no longer needs the heavy machinery it built to survive on Earth. Space isn't just a vacuum outside the ship, it creates a vacuum inside your physiology. Welcome to Space Facts. Let's diagnose the astronaut. The first thing that hits you isn't the radiation, it is your own blood. On Earth, gravity constantly pulls your fluids down toward your feet. Your legs are essentially reservoirs for blood, and your heart has to work hard to pump it back up to your brain. But in zero gravity, that downward pull vanishes. Immediately, 2 liters of fluid rush from your legs into your chest and head. Astronauts call this Puffy Face bird leg syndrome. Your face swells up, your sinuses clog, and you look like you have a bad cold. This confuses your body. Your heart notices the massive increase of fluid in the chest and thinks, "I have too much blood." So it signals your kidneys to dump water. You urinate out significant volume, becoming dehydrated. Worse, because the heart doesn't have to push against gravity anymore, it gets lazy. It actually shrinks and changes shape, becoming more spherical. It loses muscle mass because in space, beating is just too easy. While your heart is shrinking, your skeleton is dissolving. Your bones are like a bank account for minerals. On Earth, the stress of walking tells your body, "Keep these bones strong, we need them." In space, you float. There is no impact, there is no stress. Your body is incredibly efficient. It looks at your heavy calcium bones and decides they are a waste of energy. It begins to chemically break down your skeleton. An astronaut loses about 1 to 2% of their bone density every single month. That is 10 times faster than an elderly person with osteoporosis. This calcium doesn't just disappear, it gets dumped into your bloodstream and filtered by your kidneys, which creates a high risk of kidney stones, the last thing you want during a mission to Mars. Even with 2 hours of intense exercise every day, astronauts come back with bones that are permanently more fragile. For years, astronauts complained that their vision got blurry after long missions. NASA initially dismissed it, but eventually they found something terrifying called SANS, Spaceflight Associated Neuro-ocular Syndrome. Remember all that fluid rushing to the head? It doesn't just puff up the face, it increases the pressure inside the skull. On Earth, gravity pulls cerebrospinal fluid down your spinal column, but in space, it stays trapped in your cranium, slowly squeezing your brain. This pressure pushes so hard against the back of the eyeballs that it physically flattens them. This flattening crushes the optic nerve and changes the focal point of the vision, creating folds in the retina known as choroidal folds. Many astronauts leave Earth with perfect vision and return needing reading glasses for the rest of their lives. We are literally learning that the human eye cannot hold its shape without the help of gravity, and for some, the damage is irreversible even after they return home. Finally, there is the invisible killer: radiation. On Earth, we are protected by a thick magnetic shield that deflects the sun's nastiest particles. In space, that shield is gone. Astronauts are bombarded by galactic cosmic rays. These are subatomic bullets, heavy ions like iron nuclei moving near the speed of light. They are so powerful they can tear through the hull of a ship and slice through human DNA like a shotgun blast. This isn't just a long-term cancer risk, it affects the brain immediately. Astronauts often report seeing bright flashes of white or blue light, known as phosphenes, even when their eyes are closed.
This is caused by cosmic rays physically hitting their retinas or passing through their brains, triggering a false visual signal. It's a terrifying reminder that high-energy particles are smashing through your neural tissue. NASA is deeply concerned about space brain, where this radiation damage could lead to cognitive decline, memory loss, and slowed reaction times during a mission to Mars. We're talking about the accelerated aging of the mind itself. We often talk about the engineering challenges of going to Mars, the rockets, the fuel, the landing. But the biggest hurdle isn't the ship, it's the passenger. We are Earthlings. We are biological machines tuned for one specific environment. Leaving our planet doesn't just require better technology, it might require us to fundamentally change our biology. Until then, space remains a place where we can visit, but we cannot truly live. If this medical checkup of the cosmos made you appreciate gravity, hit that like button. Subscribe to Space Facts for more truths about our universe.